I try to fix image quality and we will see how it will work. Maybe like that even better. To find a way how it will be better. I can hear myself on other device, so I am live and I will check the image that it is better than yesterday. Looks like it is. So if you are watching and repeat, you can skip till 2 minutes, I think, while I will manage all the light for the better result. And then I will start. Yesterday we created this brooch together. So my husband said that this one is his favorite. He saw this one first and then he enjoyed this one as well. So I created second one, almost the same as this one, but I added red crystal here instead of white, and I changed big crystal to the small. So, and today my plan is to embroider Christmas tree. For it, I already put some lines on my felt, and tutorial you can find on my channel as well. Christmas tree, I think my first Christmas tree was made like 3 or 4 years ago. So I will just mark a bit more my lines, and I will start the same as yesterday with metal wire, and for it I will secure my single thread in my embroidery. I always use single thread when starting to work with wire, because if you use double thread it can be hard for you to sew it on. So that's why I work with single thread when I sew on wire, but with double thread when I need to sew on big elements and crystals to secure them better on the place. Here I have my wire, I'll already stretch it a bit, and I will start. I will pass through the beginning few times to secure it better, and then I will just cut extra wire what I won't need. As always, first steps are the hardest, but then everything will go fine, because hands should remember what they need to do, brain should focus, and when everything will be done, our work will go faster. As we have a lot of stuff going on around, and to create these kind of beautiful pieces where you need to have a lot of patience, your brain should be in the proper wave and focus to be together with your embroidery and to have this flow feeling when you create. And for it you need a time just to focus and understand that all you will do in next 1 or 2 hours only embroidery, crystals, seed beads and inspiration, and that's it. Because on that time when we are creating, we are very close to our soul, to our higher self, and we can be ourselves, not a mom, not a wife or expert. We can be just creators, beautiful souls, and this is amazing feeling. Sometimes people ask me how can I just sit hours and hours and embroider and do this kind of stuff. a lot of people don't have this kind of patience to do it because it makes a lot of effort to make. But for me, it's sort of my meditation, which gives me that relaxed mind and feel of happiness. Of course, sometimes me too, I don't have this inspiration to create. It should be, my mind should be like very, very calm at that point when I create some new stuff. But when my mind is not calm, I prefer to create patterns what I already did a lot of times, when I don't need to count, when I don't need to make symmetric pattern and perfect. If it is like the same action I need to do all over again on my creation, and that then gives me a calm mind. So yeah, it should be different states of mind to create different type of brooches. And for example, when I create my bug brooches, that makes a lot of time that you need to include in it, and there is a lot of symmetry and a lot of different techniques, and sometimes one bug I can create like 1 week. And of course it takes specific time and specific effort and specific state of mind to create. That's why when I create bug brushes, it's like very, very rare. Usually I create it once in a half a year, and I create like 3 or 4 straight away to have them in the future. So yeah, that's why they are exclusive and quite expensive. But if you would like to create it yourself, I have a online course about bug brushes, and you even can contact me for materials, so I can prepare for you material kit as well if you want to try. So here we go, we just follow our pattern of our future Christmas tree, and I see here I will need to help myself with pliers to make my angles more pointed. Here I see my thread is not going in between my wires, so I will fix it. I don't want any thread visible, so here I will make it a bit pointed. With the help of the pliers, I just press this way. Here I will need to help myself as well. With the pliers I will hold wire and I will bend my wire this way, and I will press as well a bit, and then I will make few stitches in between these chains, small wire. Okay, we will fix it now here, and we will continue to make our outline. As I told you yesterday, it is not my favorite part in brooch making, but it is very important part, because from the outline depends a lot in your future brooch. More accurate you create your outline, more beautiful your brooch will be. So that's why this part is very important, and why I don't like it, because there is a zero improvisation, and you need to be 100% on this step to make it straight. And I am not the person who likes straight lines, but I have to deal somehow with this issue and create it, because this step is very important in brooch making. So here I will check what I have. I took too long thread, but I hope it won't be a problem in the future. So I would prefer to take a bit shorter thread, but we'll see. When you take shorter thread, it's easier to work. So we'll see. Okay, we'll just continue to to make our outline with our soft wire, and you already can enjoy this tutorial on my channel. I show there step-by-step Christmas tree tutorial. So if you want to create it and you don't have a lot of time to watch live tutorial, you can always go and check easy way how to create this kind of Christmas tree. And as well as you can see, I always help myself with the pliers. I hold this wire and I bend it to follow my lines on the felt. This is very important, very important, to follow all these steps and make our outline as perfect as possible, because from it depends our future brush and how it will look like the end of the result. Hope I will manage to create this brush together with you the same time as I had yesterday. Yesterday we created this brush online, like live, and it took us 2 live streams, and together it was 1.5 hours. So hopefully I will manage to do the same today with our Christmas tree brush live tutorial, and we continue. As you can see, as I told you, my thread is too long and sometimes it goes where I don't want it. And we continue our beautiful brush. Yesterday I already said that I prepared all these brushes for my local beauty salon, where they will sell my creations for me, because I'm not the best selling person. I'm more creator, and that's why I'm always looking for online places or physical places where people or app or store can sell my creations instead of me. Yeah, so everyone has weak spots, and my weak spot is selling, because I like just create, and I want people just know that my creations are nice and beautiful and they just want to buy. And I don't need to run after and ask. Maybe this is my issue, but it is how it is. Write in the comments, how do you like to sell, or you prefer just to create and that someone sells for you, or you are salesperson and you can do it. Actually, it's so amazing when you can do it, because as I see in my husband's work, people who can sell, they are really in demand in every business, and their salary is always the highest ones, because if a business can't sell, it will be closed, and people who can sell, they are really in demand in every business. So yeah, if you are a person who can sell, it's amazing. But we all, as handmade creators, we need to know how to sell our products, or find someone who will sell it for us, because otherwise we're risking to have a burnout, because no one will just go and buy our creations if we don't speak out loud about it. Okay, here is another turn for my Christmas tree. Need to make it a bit more pointed and a bit more. I'll press a bit with my pliers again. Write in the comments if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer them. So let's just see. And I continue with my outline. Yeah, this is not such a fun part even to watch, but it is a necessary part for our creations that we can't skip. So we continue. Just make sure that you skip not too much and not too little place in between our wires, because our wires should be connected to the felt very good. And if you will skip too much place, it won't be attached properly to our felt and it will ruin all the look of our brush. And when we will finish the edge, we always can fix this problem if we skipped too much place, because then when we will sew on our eco leather or leather for the back side together with our front side, we can fix it. But better to connect all the parts straight away. And that's it. I have here some knot, just cut a bit and I will continue. Have you prepared already Christmas gifts, or are you preparing as me some brooches to sell? What is now you are doing, like what you are focusing on, creating or preparing gifts? What is your top at the moment? Yesterday I went to the shop and already bought some fireworks for me and for our Christmas, because as I know, last days everything will be sold out, because everyone will run after what they didn't buy and everything will be finished very fast. So I like to prepare everything in advance and start to have it at home already. Better earlier than after. Next I will create today maybe head brush or some other nice brushes, because I think not everyone wants to buy only Christmas brushes for as a gift. Some of people might prefer some brushes that they can wear not only on the Christmas season, but during the winter time, or even when it's spring. So I might create some brushes that can be really very nice as well during autumn and spring, just to see where will be a demand. So here, as you can see, I started to create, sorry, someone called me. I started to create second side of my brush, and soon my outline will be ready. I'm not expecting all the time for myself that it will be 100% symmetric, because I like to have it not imperfectly perfect, because I am a designer and I am a human, I'm not a robot, and some imperfection can show that this is actually handmade and made by the human. Yeah, so that's why I'm not expecting from myself that it will be 100% perfect. As you can see, now I have knot here and I will try to fix it. Just a bit of patience here. And this is because I took too long thread and I just need to cut it out. I will make it shorter now. Otherwise it will be too hard for me to work like that. I'll just cut some extra thread. make it easy for me to work. Yeah, sometimes it's happened when you just take a thread and you don't think how long you need it. Just take it and take it. Because I actually used to work with double thread, and for double thread you always need to take it longer to make it double. So I think that's why I took too long. So we will carefully bend and measure. Will it be good? Yes, like that. A bit more pointed this way, and we continue. As you can see, I always fix edges, angles here, that they are on the place. It's very important. And I will make few stitches from the top of this angle and below. As you can see, we are almost there. A bit more left for our outline, and then almost my favorite part will start, when we will embroider with crystals. And I think I will use green crystals, gold seed beads, maybe crystals, and red. And I will make it Christmassy with green, because here I have red, white, and I don't have green here, so I want to have green as well. Here I need to make another turn that I will hold and bend. And you too, if you just start to create jewelry, don't expect to be perfect straight away. For me to create perfect edges and outlines, it took a very long time. So don't be angry on yourself if something is not working and not happening straight away. It's normal, because we need to have some time for our brains to use to our new creation, new skills. And then after some time, our brains start to work automatically and create perfect stitches, and our hands understand everything, and automatically they begin to create perfect lines, perfect color matches. And if you don't know how to find the perfect color match, you can go Google or Pinterest, write a color wheel, and it will show you the colors what can be matched. Or other thing what I found some time ago, and I even have a YouTube tutorial. I used AI in Canva to generate ideas for brooches and earrings for color matches, so you can go and watch that tutorial as well. It actually last tutorial on my channel, it was last week. So it is interesting for us as a creative people how we can use Canva, AI to generate ideas, to see color matches and designs. And yeah, there is a lot of stuff what you can make to get inspired, to understand what colors are matching perfectly with each other. So as you can see, I'm continue here to create my Christmas tree brooch like this. Almost there. This is the longest part for me, and the hardest part as well, to follow all the lines. So I will make one more stitch here, and I will bend my wire. Tools as always, and we need to bend, hold, and bend. And press to make it a bit pointed, more pointed. And now need to bend a bit more. This way. And we secure it. Just sew on to make sure that it's on the place. So if you will check tutorials on my channel, there is a playlist called Christmas, and there is a lot of different ideas with simple earrings, simple brooches. So you can go and check there and create some beautiful gifts for your loved ones or for sale. It's up to you. Those mostly are perfect for beginners and for advanced creators. So you have a lot of options for this Christmas. It took me a long 5 years to make it happen, to have this kind of playlist with a lot of different beautiful Christmas gifts ideas. So enjoy. Almost there. What do you think so far about this design of the brooch? Or you prefer something else and you don't like embroidery? And maybe you prefer beading or only gold and silver stuff. Like I have some friends, they prefer only solid gold or silver, but it is their choice. But for me, for example, I like as well precious metals, but I understood that it is better to have some handmade on me when I go somewhere for a meeting, because it takes a lot of attention. And actually, if I go to the networking, I always put on some bug brooch or some big brooch or big earrings, because they take a lot of attention and they are very good conversation starters. So it is always easy for me and for people around me to start conversation. And of course, it's advertisement for my creations as well. Even once I went to the beauty salon where now I sell my products as well, and there was one lady and she was like, oh my god, what a beautiful earrings you have on you, it's amazing. And yeah, and she just couldn't not to say anything about my earrings. And thanks to her, actually, my earrings now and the brooches are in that salon. So everywhere is the big pluses and the universe is speaking to you. So where this lady was so excited about earrings I have on me, I decided that it can be a good idea just to go there and to the salon and ask them, maybe they want to take my handmade jewelry and sell it for me. And they was actually very happy about it. And now they have my brooches, and these brooches are for them as well, for to sell in the salon. So if you have your handmade in stock, just go somewhere next to your house and ask some shop or beauty salon, maybe they want to have your handmade to sell, because they will of course take some percent from you to sell. So for me it was only 10%. I was very lucky, so I will pay 10% only from each sale, and it's fine for me. So, and they were very happy because people are searching for the gifts, especially I think there will be a lot of people who will search for the last minute gifts. and it's good that I will and I can help them with that. So we'll see. And of course I can check demand. Is there any demand here for handmade? And of course I want to put some stuff like brooches and earrings, but in different price ranges to understand what price range works the best and what can I do for this price range, because every town, every country has different prices and different psychology of the clients, how much they want to spend, and you have to deal somehow with that as well and calculate on it, because you can think that you should sell your products very expensive, but it might happen that in your town there is no people who can and want to buy this kind of jewelry on the price you set. So here we going as well. We bend here. I need to make it a bit more pointed. I have a rain outside. I don't know, do you hear it or no? And almost there. And what is the weather in your country? And where you're from? Just share in the comments. It will be easier for me as well to share more info if I have some feedback from you. So, okay, we are almost there. Bend again, hold it and bend. And our outline is almost finished. I remember when I used to live in Malta. I used to live in Malta almost 10 years. And I went to a lot of different markets. And people bought a lot of different stuff, but in very cheap, mostly at around 20-30 euros. It was the maximum, but usually around 10 euros. So I went, I don't remember, maybe 5-6 times on the market, and it was for me more for the advertisement. But as my creations was a bit more expensive, of course I had sales, and my last market there was in beautiful Palazzo Parisio in Nashar. It's an amazing place, and I took the most expensive spot there, and it was very amazing. It was ballroom for the kings, and I was there with my creations, and it was the first market where I started to sell my bag brooches and all that more expensive and more complicated works. And it was as well before Christmas. I was there 2 days, and actually that market was very successful because it was Nashar is a very nice area, whereas people where live people with quiet good salaries, and they can spend a bit more. And as I took one of the most expensive places in most beautiful room, it was a ballroom, as I said, it was all around gold and beautiful. So it was for me the best spot to sell my handmade, which was quite expensive. If we see that other creators were selling jewelry as well, but it was like from 10 till 50, but for me it was starting only from 30 and up till 100. For the market was quite expensive, but I sold all my beautiful brooches. Yeah, and then I was in London for 2 years. There was as well some in London, so hopefully you can hear me again. Someone called me all the time. Sorry about that. Hopefully you still can hear it and see it. Like always, I do a live stream and everyone is calling me. My mom, my husband. Usually no one is calling me when I during the day, but when as soon as I start live streaming, yesterday as well, I had why I had this um, stop between two live streams, because as well one of our grandfathers called me, and then today no one called me. My husband never called me during the day because he's always busy at, at work, but as soon as I started, everyone something needs from me. So yeah, in London there is a lot of markets, but I couldn't go to the market myself there, and I already after Malta I decided that, as you can see, I did a few stitches here because I see it's a bit not attached well to the felt. So yeah, and London, in Malta, I decided that that Nashar market will be the last one for me. There was a pandemic in that time as well. And yeah, in London there was a lot of different markets, but I was with my um, youngest son. He was still less than 1 year old, so I didn't had time to go for a market there. And then we moved to Latvia. Now we're in our homeland in Latvia, and I still don't see myself going to the markets. Um, Maybe if I will find some interesting market like I had in Malta, in Nashar, maybe there, but I decided for me it's easier just to have one spot where I can access easily. It's like a 5 minutes walk for me. I just can go there every day, and if I create something, I just put it there, and that's it, and it's easier for me. So as you can see, our outline is ready. So what next I will do? I want to mark lines where I want to, maybe crystals. No, I don't like how it will look like. So now is my favorite part. I will think of some crystals and stones what I will put on my Christmas tree, and I hope it will be very nice and beautiful. So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think of big crystals, or we stay with the small crystals and big is too much? What do you think? I thought maybe to put it like this on the top. No, I think it is too big for our Christmas tree, and we have to use this kind of small crystals. Maybe this one. What do you think? What do you think of it? Or we just use white? White. I think we will use white. Let me see what I have else here. Maybe some freshwater pearl. I needed more white. I don't like when it's, yeah, this kind of small white beautiful crystals. Yeah, but I need to think of some bigger elements, or maybe no. We just need to attach some beautiful different shapes. I prefer to use different shapes for this kind of shapes of crystals and pearls, and seed beads, different shapes, different sizes, because as more different sizes and shapes you use for your brooches, more rich, interesting it looks. So that's why I always try to imagine it first how it will look, where I will put. So let me start I visualize a bit and then I start. So I will make my thread double by making a knot on my thread with this knot attached, and I will secure it by making a cross on my embroidery. And now starts my favorite part, where I can just sew on beautiful crystals as I feel and as I wish. And here I can use different materials and enjoy the creative process of it this way. And I will pass through the every crystal, through the every hole 2 times to secure it better. And then we will see. So this is my favorite part. It's my meditation, and I feel myself so happy when I start to sew on crystals. I think I can make it forever. I can just do it all the time. I remember I put somewhere, yeah, here. I think this will be perfect here, as yeah. So I will just, let me check. Do I have hole here somewhere? That's not the best hole, so we will need to make something else. So here is a fresh water pearl, and I will sew it on somewhere here. I don't like to sew materials in a straight line. As you can see, I always make this a bit on the side. I don't know why, but for my eyes it looks somehow better. I don't like when they are straight and on one line. Sometimes, as you can see, I will pass through materials only once if I see that my needle is not going through very well. What I have here square, and this square I think I will sew on here. And what is your favorite part where you embroider? Some people like to make outlines, and some people like to finish the edges, because it's the final stage of every creation, to finish the edge. But for me, it is improvising on sewing on crystals. That is my favorite part. And here I think I will need to something green color. I will pass through this crystal 2 times as well. And then I think in between all these big elements, I will embroider with sequins and seed beads, same way that I did in this tutorial yesterday, so you can go and check it as well. Something we need to put here, I think it can be a bacon crystal. I always start with big elements on my embroidery, and then I fill in the gaps with the small seed beads, crystals, and sequins. Depends on my idea. Here I think I need to sew on small tiny freshwater pearl. To look nice here. And as you can see, I repeat colors. So here I need to sew on some green to make it more nice for our eyes. This way, green. something nice I have to think of for the top of our Christmas tree. So where it is? It's here. Sometimes you can see I help myself with the pliers as well. And actually, if you're thinking of the holder and the materials where I buy, I have Amazon storefront. You can always go there and check what I use for my creations. So what about this? Let me check about this. Will it? I think actually it will be interesting, this kind of color. I wasn't sure about this emerald green, but on the Christmas tree I think it looks nice. I don't sew on this kind of Christmas straight away to the line because I will put there some more seed beads or sequins to hide our threads. Here I need to sew on some round, something round, maybe pearl. Maybe pearl. Yes, this pearl will look, I think, nice. As you can see, I use different shapes, different colors, different not techniques, but different colors and different shapes, different materials, and like that our brooch gets more and more interesting with every stitch. And that's what I like in my creation, when it's rich, when it's full, when the felt is not visible, and I can enjoy this part. So where is another green? Pearl is here. And again, so I will need to change my thread. And actually I think now I will change it to the red. Maybe I will manage to sew on one more pearl, and where I need to sew it on, let me check where it will look nice. Where is my green pearls? Those are here. And I will check where, here or here, no, here. Here I like more. Now I need to think of direction, like this. In this way. I hope you will manage to create something interesting as well. Don't forget that all these tutorials, this tutorial about Christmas tree is on my channel. There is a bit different technique I use, so you will have two different techniques for the Christmas brooches, because there I use a bit different wire for the outline, and you can check it as well. So you will have two different types of these beautiful Christmas trees you can create. So I'll just, sometimes when my thread is short, I just turn it when I cut, and I make a knot from the back side, just a simple knot to secure it. Sometimes I do like that as well, especially when it's a brooch and I know that all the knots, all the threads will be hidden behind my back side, and I will use a glue, so I can make it like that, because everything will be hidden. So I just cut it and I put it back. So here what we already have from our Christmas tree. I really like how it looks like already. So I again take thread, and this time I will take red thread, because I think with this thread I will be able to start already to sew red and green sequins. So I want to make sure that my thread won't be so visible as white, because white of course will be visible on the red. And I don't think that I will add more white pearls, but if I will, it still will be not a problem. So yeah, I will use double thread for my crystals. As usual, when I sew on pearls and crystals, I always use double thread for extra security. And I have here Ceylon beading threads. Of course you can use simple threads like cotton threads, but I prefer to use this extra strong beading thread for my embroidery, because like that I am sure that all my crystals, all my pearls will be on its place forever. Okay, so we will secure our thread again, as always, by making not so well. I need to make another knot. Okay, we will make a cross with our thread to secure it, and I always secure my thread in the middle of my embroidery, because when I will cut out my embroidery I want to be sure there is no knots around here, around here, so I can be sure that everything will be fine. So I will think that I need to add this emerald green crystal here to repeat pattern, because I have here emerald green and now I need to have it here as well, like this. And I think I need to find another white pearl, small pearl, to sew on here, maybe just like that. No, I need something like this. And where is my pearls? My pearls are here. As you can see, I have a box with the pearls, and I need to find some small tiny, yes, I see it here, pearl. And continue. As you can see, I don't have pattern in my head how will look like my end result. I just prefer to take materials, what I think colors, what can match, and then I just improvise. Then I just know and how they should be for the better result on the brush. This is not a good idea to pass through twice. So yeah, and then I just continue to sew on, and I totally believe in my hands and my brains that they will make their job and they will make it beautiful and nice. So I just keep on going. So I have something there. And sometimes when you have same as me here, something not going good with the thread, it's very important to be calm, because any I don't know how to explain, any stress when your thread is not going where you need can damage your work. So you have to be very calm and try to do your best with your thread. Sometimes I even speak with my thread. Sorry, I will drink a bit of water. So I think we finished with our big elements. What I don't like, you know what I don't like? I don't like that I have only one green crystal. This one big green crystal. But that's fine. So I need to make this part, and I think I will use just crystals. I think my idea will be I will take crystals. I think these crystals are 1 millimeter, and I will just sew them to my felt row by row. Yes, this way. As you can see, I just one row. Then I will pass to the middle of crystals, and I will sew on my crystals in between every 2 crystals. Like that, I will fix them on the place, and they will be connected to my felt and next to my outline. I think it is a good idea. This way, and you always start in the middle with this technique. Always in the middle. Second row. It's very important to come out next to your wire, and we take another row of crystals, another row of crystals. 5, I think, as well. Let me check, maybe I will need to have a 6. As you can see, my thread is coming too close to our previous row, and it won't be straight if I will start to sew on my crystals now. So better I will fix this issue, not to damage all the look of my work. So I will just take out my thread, and I need to go a bit more up here, I think. And I take, I think, 6 crystals this time. I will need 5 and 6. So let me check, let me check. And it's already 1 hour how we are alive. No, it looks like still I need 5. 6 are too much. And I don't need them to go wavy and unstraight. I need these lines straight and beautiful. So 5. And now we will attach them to the felt same way like we did before, starting in the middle and sewing them to the felt in between every 2 crystals. We are almost there. So this part with crystals finished. And now we will start to, first of all, I will secure my thread by passing through the same spot a couple of times. I forgot to secure my thread after this, after I sew on my crystals, big elements. Usually I secure all the time, every step. So what next? I think I will use some green sequins. me a second. These are I think even maybe these ones. No, these are too white. And some gold. Yeah, I think like that. So I'll take it out. And I think with gold seed beads I will try. I think it will be nice. Maybe a red, green, gold sequins and gold seed beads. So let me try and see how it will be. So I will take one seed bead on gold color. It is size 12. Then one green sequence, again gold seed bead, green sequence and gold seed bead. This like a sandwich. And my stitch should be a bit shorter than seed beads and sequence on my tree. And again I will do the same. Sometimes I will do only one sequence in between my seed beads when where there will be a small place in between my crystals and seed beads. But for now I will sew on green and gold. I think it is nice. For example, here I will use one seed bead, one green sequence and one seed bead, because here is just a tiny space in between crystals and pearls. For example, here where I see a red felt visible, I will take just one sequence. And here again, one gold seed bead, sequence and seed bead. No, I can make more. Again, one more sequence and one more gold seed bead. This way. Ah, it fell down. Actually, my floor around me is all with the seed bead sequence and crystals. It's like I think I can do another brush from the materials what fell down during this marathon of creating brushes and yeah, Christmas brushes. So I think when I will clean up my room, I will be shocked how many materials I have on the floor. So yeah, and one more here. I think I will make, you know what I make? I will make a green here, seed beads with gold, and then here I will add a bit different green sequence and the gold. I think maybe it will be interesting. So for now I will use only gold color seed beads and dark green sequence for my lower part of Christmas tree. Then I will start to add a bit lighter green sequence for my Christmas tree, and then I will add gold. So for now, as you can see, I start to change direction of my stitch. This as well I do in the purpose, because I like to have a bit chaotic stitches. They look more nature like that and more interesting as well, where I see holes and my felt visible, I will just add, sometimes it will be sequence, sometimes it will be seed bead, because I want to cover everything. For example, here I can start with sequence, not with the seed bead, but with sequence. As like that as well, stitches will be different, nice. and chaotic, what I really like in handmade, a bit of chaos. So here I will do another stitch. As always, seed bead, sequence, seed bead. I think it's a lot of space. Again, sequence and seed bead, and we sew it on. Sew it on this way. Here I think I even can add some green crystals, small where they are. Yes, they are here. You can see I have here another stuff fall down on the floor, and in between them I will add these green zircon stones. I think they will be nice sometimes to sparkle a bit. I don't want my thread visible. One more here. This way, and here I can sew on some gold seed beads. As you can see, I really like when there is no felt visible at all, and I'm always working on that. Again, sequence and seed beads together in one stitch, and we continue to cover our felt. As you can see, usually to create this kind of brooch, for me it takes at around 2-3 hours, so it is not so fast. But from the beginning, when I just started to create brooches, it took me days because I couldn't imagine, I couldn't understand how it will look nicer and more beautiful, and yeah, it was quite hard for me from the beginning. But it's like with everything, it is always hard in the beginning, and then you just used to it and it's not hard for you anymore. So actually I like how it looks like. These green sequins are making this Christmas tree a real tree. Okay, we continue. Don't forget that I have tutorial about Christmas tree already on my channel, and you can go and create it as well. So where is my green? Here is my green sequence. So I will drink a bit of water. It's quite hard to speak 1 hour. So yeah, we continue. What do you think about the results so far? Any ideas on better color match, or will you try yourself to make this kind of brooch? And actually I tried to make live stream in vertical format. YouTube says that it is preferred way now, and I would like to reach wider audience, that they can see beautiful stuff and create it. As I don't know why, maybe it's because of AI, and a lot of people are now on the YouTube trying themselves. Views are going down very fast, and you just don't understand, because I try to post videos weekly and tutorials, and still my subscriber count and the view count going down, and you just don't understand what to do, because it's quite frustrating, as I'm on YouTube almost more than 6 years already, and I still stuck on the mark of 13,000, and yeah, and sometimes it's very frustrating, but what we can do. So I'm trying to reach wider audience and to share with them my knowledge, and maybe they will like it as well. And for people who are following me long time, You are always welcome to join my membership to support this channel and to inspire for more. So yeah, here we have with our embroidery. It looks nicer and nicer with every green stitch, green and gold, and I'm happy that I decided to use only green sequins and gold seed beads from the bottom. So we'll see, will I add another color or I will just stick to the green because I like it. I like how it come out only with green sequins. It looks like a real tree with some decoration on it. As you can see, I just sew on seed beads and sequins next to each other. Stitch, I will repeat again, stitch should be shorter than materials on your thread, like that your stitch will be a bit with more volume, not flat, and it gives more charm to our creations. So I think I won't use any other color sequence. I think it will be nice only with green, because like that our Christmas tree it looks like a real Christmas tree, real Christmas tree, and I like it. And as you can see, I use different directions of my stitches as well. This is well part of the technique when you don't use stitches in one direction and you just improvise like that. Your more different techniques, different directions you use, better result you get. So we continue with our stitches. I think it's another 20 minutes left for this tutorial until I finish my embroidery. And if you are following me as well, so you just can after go to my channel and check tutorial about how to finish the edge of embroidery and finish it to the ready brush with the help of one of my tutorials on my channel. So here I need to add sequins. I don't like the edge, this edge where there is nothing and just seed beads. I need to add some extra volume here and some seed bead to cover the felt. And even here in between two seed beads I will add sequins this way. And pull here as well. We will manage to put one more stitch with seed beads and sequins. Here I will just sew on sequins. So as you can see, nothing special. Techniques are not so hard, and for example, if you have only seed beads and sequins, you can even use this technique with sequins and seed beads to cover all the outline. You can create seed bead outline and then use just this technique with seed beads and sequins to cover all inside our Christmas tree, and trust me, it will be nice as well and beautiful. So you can try like that if you don't have a lot of materials at home. I feel that my throat start to feel a bit tired because it's already second day with my live streams. Yesterday I had live stream about this tutorial, so you can go and check. And today I have live stream about Christmas tree, so I will see how I will feel myself. Maybe I will make another live tomorrow with some other idea of embroidery, Christmas brooches or earrings. We'll see. Hopefully tomorrow during my live stream there is no one will call me, because 2 days I'm going live and 2 days someone is calling me during the live stream. Usually no one calls me during the day, but today and yesterday all the time someone wants something from me. So we continue to sew on and cover our felt. The most important part for me is to cover all the felt, that no felt visible. I really don't like when in handmade, in brooches and earrings, there is felt visible. For me, it's not, I don't like it. I like when it's everything is covered, everything with the crystals, seed beads, sequins, everything is covered, everything is nice and beautiful. And it looks like very rich and amazing accessory. So continue with the same technique. As you can see, I will show you now what technique it is. It is always the same, always the same. One seed bead, sequence, seed bead, sequence, seed bead. When there is not a lot of place in between crystals, I use just seed bead, sequence, and seed bead. Sometimes I use just a sequence when I need to just cover tiny place in between seed beads or even the sequence, so to cover more. But usually this is like that. I really like this Christmas tree, how it turning up, very nice. So go around every big stone, every crystal with this technique. It looks like I will need to change my thread soon because it comes too short. And I continue. And here I need to sew on only sequins. What do you think already of the result of this Christmas tree? Do you like it? Will you try it yourself? Or these techniques are not something you want to try? Here I will put another one. One more sequence in between. Make sure that there is no thread visible. And stitch here as well. Need to bring a bit closer my materials because my thread is already short. And again, everything is falling down like treasures on the floor. For me, it's quite hard to imagine how I will deal with that mess on my table now, because there is everything in different colors. I think after Christmas I will need to spend a week to sort all the materials, or I will just put them in the bag till the next Christmas, and I won't spend the time to separate all the crystals and seed beads. We'll see. And how you deal with mess on your table? Do you separate all the crystals straight away, or you keep the mixes and wait for the better time to use them as well? So we continue. Oops. We can say seed bead, sequence, seed bead, sequence, and seed bead. Sometimes I finish the stitch only with sequence. It depends as well. For example, here I will end my stitch with a sequence. I will take seed bead, sequence, seed bead, and sequence. And finished here. And again, game the same stitches. And this kind of, when I don't need to use any other techniques, when I use this kind of one technique all over the Christmas tree, it's sort of meditation, because you don't need to think about anything. You just continue to take the same materials, and you don't need to think of anything else. Just enjoy your time with the seed beads and crystals. It's like my own world, where I feel myself very confident, very happy, and it gives me a lot of energy. So I will change my thread now. I will add one more sequence here, and I will change my thread. I will secure my thread by making a cross again in the middle of my embroidery. Then I will just cut, and I will leave long thread here under my embroidery, because then I will make a knot on it when I will finish the back side. So almost there. Finish line left with our embroidery. I hope you will manage to create similar Christmas trees, and you will visit my other tutorials, Christmas tutorials. And yesterday we created this one. You can go and check it as well. It was live tutorial when I share as well my thoughts. So like that we can be together, because sometimes we as a creative people are feeling lonely. Me for sure, I'm sometimes working only from home, and I feel myself as well lonely, because everyone goes somewhere. But now, as I told you, I have that beauty salon where I will take my embroidery for sale, and they even agreed to give me a table so I can go there and be a part of their community and embroider there and create jewelry and maybe even meet their clients. And yeah, so it will be interesting, but I think it will be probably next year, or maybe no, I need to do something before Christmas. I think maybe I will go there and embroider one of the brooches there to show people what kind of work it is, because sometimes people don't understand how much effort it is to create even the small brooch. They think that it's like nothing special. No, a lot of people think like that, but it is quite hard work with a lot of attention to the details, and it's unique. It's very unique, and takes a lot of effort and knowledge as well. I have here something happened. I don't like what is here. From where there is a knot. I don't need a knot on my creation, so let me check what here happened. Just like that. So be careful all the time check everything, because sometimes I had so many times that I finish my embroidery already, I finish the edge, I'm so happy, and then oh my god, I see this kind of, for example, knot what I just saw it here, and I managed to resolve this problem. But sometimes when you finish the brush and then you, oh my god, and there is some thread going out from here, or one of the crystals are wobbly, wibbly wobbly. Oh, yeah, so be always careful, because sometimes this kind of stuff can ruin all the brush, and you won't be able to sell it or anything, so be careful. I did this mistake so many times, and yeah, not the best one, not the best option when you finish the brush and it came out not so perfect as you expected. So we check twice. And yeah, and sometimes people need to see and understand how much effort it is to create jewelry or handmade. And I know that a lot of creative fairies are like in this situation when they're people around them like saying that they are doing not a serious job. And actually I had so I remember once I went to the birthday party to my friend, it was in Malta, and she had another friend visiting this party, and we spoke to her, I spoke to her, and she said, oh my goodness, did you thought to find some serious job, like how you can tell something like that to the person, like you don't even know this person, yeah, because I saw her maybe 2 times in my life. And she said like, have you thought about finding a normal job, not this stuff like you do this YouTube and all that, I don't know, embroidery and brushes. Maybe you need to find a proper job, you know, normal job, a 9 to 5. But for me it is not a normal job. For me, like I see myself, I am grateful for my husband that he can support our family, and that's why as well I can create this kind of stuff for you and be more creative, because I'm blessed to have support. But even if I wouldn't, yeah, of course I would go 9 to 5 job, but only till the moment when my YouTube and my creations would provide me full-time living. So for me, it's normal job, normal when you can be free. And I know it's hard to achieve nowadays, but for me, that is normal job. I know that I might not have it. Maybe I will never have it, like provide myself with YouTube and tutorials, like full-time living, but we'll see. But for me it was like, how you can tell something like that and give this kind of advice. I didn't ask, I didn't say that there's something bad in my life that I need advice to find a normal job like 9 to 5 and all this stuff. But people are like that. I don't know, did you had this kind of situation, maybe your close ones or your family, your friends, or someone like me, no one to no one related to me said this kind of rude stuff. So let me know in the comments, because yeah, this is what we as creative people sometimes meet, that people around us knows better how we need to live and what is normal job for us. So and they don't understand and appreciate this, but actually creativity is a blessing, because not every person can create something, imagine something in their head, and then realize it in the real life, like create brooch or earrings or rings or some drawings. And it's hard, and it's so sad that not all people understand it, and we as a designer sometimes undervalue our stuff. And yeah, for me it's a pity. It's a pity, because I know how much effort and how much blessing, how big blessing it is to be able to create something new, new designs, new unique stuff. it's a very, very unique approach and unique stuff. So you, if you create something yourself, you need to be grateful for it, because for me the hardest part, hardest times, I want to say, are when I lose my inspiration, when my muse just don't come to me because I was overstressed or something. This is for me the hardest parts of my life, when I have zero inspiration. Uh, it's like my life becomes like black and white, no crystals in it, no sparkles. So yeah, for me it's the hardest part, because even if something happening in my life, if you are on my channel a long time, you know that we had, in last 2 years we moved a few times in 2 different countries, and moved from the house to the house, and we even had a fire at home, and we had a lot of not the best stuff happened in our life. But until I have my muse with me, I can manage everything. But when in this kind of situations, when you are hard at, you have hard times at your work or at your home or in life, and you don't have even inspiration like I have sometimes, for me it's a disaster, because the world of crystals and seed beads are my kingdom. And I even said, when we used to move from Malta to London, from London to Latvia, and everything happened in 2 years, and I have two small kids, and they need to change. My eldest one need to change again school and friends, and it's so hard for him as well. And only one thing, I'm not counting my family, but only one thing was always with me. It's my beads and crystals. And I even said, I in beads I trust, because they are always with me. And first thing what I pack all the time when we move to a new house or a new country, it is my studio. It's first stuff what I pack, and first stuff what I unpack in my new house, because I just can't live without my muse, without my crystals and seed beads, because they are my peace of mind. They are my safe place, which I can control. I can't control a lot of stuff in life, but beads and crystals I can control, because I know that they are my foundation, if I can say. They're always with me, and for me it's a lot. And as I said before, for me it's horrible when my inspiration just gone. It's disaster. And sometimes it is happening like 2 3 months I can't imagine any new designs, any new stuff. And but usually it happens when I'm stressed or burnout. I experience burnout, then I don't have it. And burnout of course comes from when you give a lot and you don't have anything in return, or you don't see, sorry, you don't see any effort, back effort from I know, from what you do. So comes burnout. And yeah, especially when the views on the YouTube are going down, and you're already 6 years on YouTube, and nothing actually changes, everything growing very slow. So yeah, so if you can like this video, I will be very grateful for you, because it might help me to reach new audience. And as you can see, I even try vertical format for it to reach new audience, and I'm trying my best to make living out of my YouTube, because I don't want to stop creating. But as you know, that sometimes you can sometimes you need to stop if there is nothing going on. So check here what we have. We almost finished our Christmas tree. What do you think of our result so far? Will you try to do it as well? So I will finish here. I think there will be a final few stitches, and I didn't add any other color sequence to our Christmas tree. Sorry, I didn't add because I think it's nice only with green. So final stitches here of our embroidery, and my throat started to be dry. I think it's tired to speak. So here, and the last one, and the last stitch here. Yeah, so let me know in the comments, what do you think of this brooch? What do you think about this technique? And I hope you will create your own beautiful Christmas brooch very fast and very soon. Don't forget, I have another beautiful tutorials on my channel already as well for the Christmas brooch. And yesterday we created this kind of Christmas sock, so you can go and check lives. Thank you for being here and have a lovely day.